Okay, hi everyone. I'm Matt Carroll. I am the founder of 3toread.co, which is a weekly blog about what is happening in the world of journalism and media. With me today is Maya Homan, who is the editor of 3toread. And today, Maya, what are we going to be talking about?
All right, so our first story for this week is from Storybench. It's a piece where a Northeastern student sat down with a New York Times data journalist to talk about their graphics from the Christchurch, New Zealand shooting.
Okay, it's a really interesting story, kind of an inside baseball sort of story, a look at how New York Times created, which is really a fascinating graphic, which looks at how right-wing terrorists attacks by one person inspire attacks later in another place. Also, by the way, this week we have a heavy Northeastern component, Northeastern University component, which is good for us because Maya is a student there, I'm a professor there. And so the next story we're going to talk about is what?
So the next story we're going to talk about is about student journalists at Northeastern. They have started a petition to get the Northeastern president, Joseph Aoun, to have an interview with them.
Okay, and what's been the issue there?
So there's a very tense relationship between students on the student newspaper, the Huntington News, and the student administration and media relations department. They haven't had an interview with the president in over 7 years. And every time they try to get an interview, they just kind of get blown off. So that led to them starting this petition.
Okay, and we should mention, by the way, that Maya, you work for the Huntington News too, right? This past semester.
Yeah, I was opinion editor last semester.
Okay, so this is an issue that I'm sure is near and dear to your heart. So now there's a petition out there asking people to sign it. They had several hundred people sign it, I believe, right?
Mhm.
And so I think they had some success, right? There was an agreement to sit down with some senior official, even if it wasn't the president.
Yes, so they had an agreement to sit down with some senior officials. They're now hoping to actually get the interview with the president and get it down to once a semester.
Okay, that which would be fantastic, obviously. And our last story is what?
Yes, so our last story is a report from the Routers Institute and the University of Oxford looking at who subscribes to local news sites and why.
Okay, and that's actually a really interesting story. It turns out that probably to no real surprise is that people tend to subscribe to news sites in which they feel they're getting distinctive news of high quality. They also are looking to help support the idea of journalism in a free society. People feel that that is important to them well as well. They're looking for stuff, news that is convenient, which I assume, I don't think it's directly addresses that it works well on your phone and that it has value for them. Anything else we need to add about that?
The interesting thing about that study is that it was looking at three different media landscapes. So it was taking a look at news subscription in the US, the UK, and Norway.
Okay. All right, Maya. Well, thank you very much. That was really interesting. And we will talk again next week.
Thank you.